Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into Jungkook's possible new face piercing and what is going on with that. When I saw this, I definitely freaked out a little bit and had something to say about this. It's very hot. I also want to get into Taehyung seeing this woman or army at a concert and blushing. I want to talk about what happened with that and why he was happy to see her. So grab your dumpling and tea spilling mug merch and let's get into the tea. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell also so you can be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to talk about is Jungkook's new face piercing. Like, first off, this is a sentence I'd never thought I'd hear. Jungkook got a face piercing. But it's not entirely what you think. So first off, if you're not aware, Butter will be coming out soon, not very long from now at all. And we must all get ready to stream that and talk about it. I want everyone to be talking about this. Let your grandma know. Because of this recently, BTS has been releasing their teasers and concept photos to get us hyped about what is probably or likely to come. We have seen darker photos. We have seen darker photos where it looks like it might be a darker song. We have seen these teaser videos and photos where it looks like it will be a party song. So I honestly have no idea what this song will sound like. Like, I have no idea if it's a slow song or a happy EDM type of song, but I'm excited to find out. Like, yes, that is. But one of the teaser photos that was released kind of got the internet a little shook. When Jungkook had what appeared to be 2 crystals on his eyebrows. Now, putting jewels on your face is not something new. It's something that a lot of artists do. A lot of them are usually girls, but hey, I don't mind our boys breaking stereotypes. However, this wasn't just aligned with, let's say, in the corner of Jungkook's eye or anything like that. It was above and below the eyebrow. This is the same look at when people get their eyebrows pierced. I remember doing a lot of research on this because I wanted to get it done myself, but maybe in the future. But initially when I saw the photo, I didn't realize it was like an official Butter photo, but I thought it was maybe a fan edit. And I was like, wow, that's a cool edit and a piercing. And it looks real and it suits him. And then I realized, oh wait, oh my God, it's an actual photo. Now we don't know if the piercing is real or not, and we will probably have to wait to find out. But whether it's real or not, the intention behind the placement of the crystals is to make it look like there's a piercing going on. That's why it's above and below. I was reading that some people were saying it might not be because an eyebrow piercing is usually like a dumbbell looking one, in which case you see the bar and you can see it pierced through. However, there are eyebrow piercings that are just like diamonds on the brow and it doesn't look like it's pierced through, but I think it still is. Of course, Cookie was aware that something like this is going to cause quite a stir online, and people were definitely talking about it. I don't know how many K-pop idols usually have an eyebrow piercing, and if they're even allowed to do such thing. There's got to be one that I am not thinking of right now. But Cookie knows that he is slowly trying to kill me. How rude of him. Murder is just so rude, you know? But I wanted to see what some people had to say over on our Tweetster. One person wrote, Big Hit knew exactly what they were doing, placing those gems on Jungkook's face to stimulate an eyebrow piercing. God, they're onto us. They know us too well. There's probably someone who works for Big Hit that literally goes through all the fan culture stuff, like hair edits and videos about BTS, all those things, and they literally send it up to Big Hit, and they're like, this is what the people want, and this is what's going to make armies go crazy. And then Big Hit does it, because they think we're cute when we're crazy. What? I didn't say this was a non-toxic relationship. I'm married to my boys and I never see them. It's a little toxic, but that's okay. However, people weren't just happy and dandy with all this. There were definitely some people that were a little upset. Those who were insisting that it was fake and that there was no way BTS would do this. I was reading some people on the Tweetster writing, it isn't a piercing because it would be round silver balls on his eyebrow. They are gems because they are flat. I do piercings, so I know. Now, I could be wrong, but the way this is written just doesn't sound like an adult. It just has a lot of weird sentence structures, and someone who's an actual professional piercer would probably not talk like that. Also, considering there are piercings that look like what Jungkook has in the photo, not saying that Jungkook's piercing is for real, but there's piercings that look like that, and they're very common. So as someone who does that, wouldn't you know that? It bothers me that a lot of people pretend to be another profession or whatever just to prove their point. And I've only ever seen this in K-pop. Like, you're lying for what? Saying you know that it's not a piercing won't get you clout, so that's ruled out. But you're pretending because you think Oppa Jungkook would love you if you did. I don't understand certain people in the fandom. And it's toxic because I'll rip my hair out trying to figure it out. Again, we don't know for sure, but we know the stylist probably knew we would go crazy if they did it, and that's probably why they did it. BTS doesn't do anything by accident, and might I say it's mighty hot. I hope Jungkook does go ahead and get the piercing after he sees our reaction to it and how how much we love it. I think there may be some regulations with piercings on the face, which is why Jungkook would avoid that, similar to how they have those tattoo regulations, but I don't know for sure. I can't wait for the release of the new music video. I think it's going to be absolutely dope. BTS gives us ARMYs what we want, and they usually do not disappoint us. Back when BTS used to do concerts, they would spend a good portion of the concert making sure that the audience was having fun, and also interacting while of course making sure to give the audience a good performance. It's not easy to do. I'll say for sure if I was on stage for 20,000 people, I don't think I could think properly. My thoughts will be, oh god, I hope 20,000 people don't see my pimple. So for them to really be able to pay attention to everyone and even pay attention to small details like the floor and all that so they don't fall, that's a whole other story. There was a moment that recently popped up on my timeline where Taehyung was at a concert and stared at this ARMY in the front row. People were definitely very curious on who this ARMY was. Now again, just to give some further context, BTS interacts with ARMYs a lot in their concert for songs that don't require too much dancing. I think their songs like Spring Day or Magic Shop wouldn't require them to go as hard, and they can just kind of sing while going up to the front row of ARMYs and touching them or whatever. Or just look into everyone's faces. It's a dream. For sure, if you have BTS tickets in the front row, make sure you look nice. They might propose right then and there. New K-drama. Never mind, forget that advice. I'm just gonna do it for myself. I am joking, but there was this ARMY that Taehyung was looking at, and Taehyung immediately began to smile and maybe blush a little. He even mouthed the words yesterday in Korean. We assume this implies that that specific ARMY was at the concert from the day before. And yeah, I would do that. If BTS was in my town the day before, I would definitely go again. I mean, you know you're gonna have a good time. However, try not to buy all the tickets because it's hard enough to get tickets as is when concerts return anyway. But this ARMY apparently nodded and had gone to both concerts. And people were amazed and stunned that Taehyung was able to recognize her, because not only was she there for 2 days, but it also seemed like she was also in the front row for 2 days in a row. So she is definitely a real fan. Taehyung of course was so happy to see her and gave her a big smile. I would probably die if that happened to me. Like, that girl is probably still reeling from that. I love how happy he was to see that someone knew that they would enjoy the concert so much that they bought it for both nights. Concerts are products aside from albums and merch that BTS can sell for people and for people who love BTS to have. They can have a concert experience and really remember that. So I'm sure Taehyung seeing that ARMYs really love the product that BTS are selling, it makes Taehyung really happy. It shows that what they are doing is well received and that people are so happy to go and have a good time. I can't wait until all of this is completely over and we can all go back to going to concerts and meeting our boys again when it's safe. I honestly don't want to see them right now if I know it's not safe. I don't want to possibly give them anything or even for me to get anything, right? Although I'm sure they're all fine, but I can feel this ending soon. I think we're all at the tail end of it and I think the worst has passed. Make sure you take precaution, wear a mask, and when it's safe to do so, like health-wise, go get the vaccine. Obviously talk to your doctor. I will be at the front row of a BTS concert screaming all their names, throwing roses at them, and hoping they pick it up and give it back to me. And by day beside law, that would mean a proposal and a happy life, so I wish for that. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check stuff out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You can get videos over there like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you would like to see over there. Link is all in the top description down below. There's over 300 videos that are already on there that you can check out immediately once you sign up. There's some space in the $1 tier left, I believe, so make sure you go over there and check it out. I also have other tiers where you can recommend things you would like to see me react to, as well as get handwritten cards from me and all that, so make sure you check it out. There's a free video on the front page that you can watch talking about Asian and media and my experience with that, as well as how you can support this channel even more if you want to do that. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye, love you.